Have you ever felt like you're capable of so much more, but something inside you keeps holding you back? Maybe it's fear, maybe it's problems, or maybe it's just the voices of people around you telling you you can't do it. But what if I told you those very storms in your life are not obstacles, they are opportunities to rise higher? Let me share a story that can change how you see challenges forever. Once, in a quiet mountain village, a farmer was walking along the hills when he discovered something unusual. An egg. Not an ordinary egg. It was much larger than a chicken's egg, glowing faintly in the sunlight, almost as if it carried a secret. The farmer, curious but kind, placed the egg into his chicken's nest. Days later, the egg hatched. Out came a bird that didn't look quite like the others. Bigger wings, a sharper beak, eyes that glowed with fire. But since it grew up among chickens, it lived like a chicken. It scratched the dirt for food, it clucked, it fluttered just a few feet off the ground and came back down. The truth? This was no chicken. It was an eagle, but it didn't know it yet. Years passed and the eagle grew strong, but in its mind, it was still limited. Every time it saw a majestic eagle soaring above the clouds, something stirred in its chest. A voice whispered, "You belong up there." But before it could dream, the chickens laughed. "Don't be silly. You're one of us. Chickens don't fly that high. Stay on the ground." And the eagle believed them. It clipped its own wings, not with chains, but with doubt. Then one day, the sky darkened. A massive storm rolled in. Thunder shook the earth. Lightning flashed like swords across the sky. The chickens panicked, running, hiding, trembling. For them, the storm was danger. But for the eagle, it felt different. The wild wind seemed to call its name. Its heart raced, not with fear, but with excitement. For a moment, the eagle hesitated. The chicken screamed, "Don't do it! Stay down!" But deep inside, the eagle knew the truth. It stretched its massive wings, and the wind caught them. Suddenly, it was no longer bound to the ground. With one powerful flap, then another, it lifted higher and higher. The chickens stared in disbelief as their companions soared straight into the storm. But here's the secret. Eagles don't fear storms. They ride them. The eagle let the raging winds carry it upward, piercing through the dark clouds. And then in one breathtaking moment, it broke through. Above the storm, the sky was calm. The sun was shining. The world stretched endlessly below. For the very first time, the eagle realized, I was never meant to live like a chicken. I was born to rule the skies. From that day on, the eagle never returned to the chicken coop. It soared over mountains, rivers, and forests, using every storm, not as an obstacle, but as a ladder to rise higher. The lesson? Most people live like that eagle among chickens. They let fear, society, and doubts chain them to the ground. They forget the power inside them. But the truth is, storms don't come to break you. They come to lift you up. So the next time life sends you into a storm, remember, maybe it's not there to hold you back. Maybe it's there to help you rise above the clouds and finally see who you truly are.